It's been a long week, right? Are you ready to wind down? Why not? It's time for the Wine Time Fridays podcast with Shelley and Phil. Neither are sommeliers, but both have a deep passion for life, each other, and of course, delicious wine. And now, here to talk about this week over a glass of wine is Shelley and Phil. It's wine time!
Hello and welcome to another episode of Wine Time Fridays with Shelley and Phil. And it's Friday, July 5th, episode 220. Happy Friday, Shelley. It's wine time.
And it really is July 5th.
It really is. Yeah.
We're recording late.
It's not often. Oh, by the way, Shelley needs the mic a little closer to her than me. Typically, we record a week before we publish.
Or a few days.
Yeah, at the very worst, right? But it gives me a week to edit within all of our actual priority things that we do. This week, it's been a week. We've had my daughter, Lindsay, and her husband, Brian, for the entire week. It was a lot of fun, but it takes up a lot of time, and we're trying to get work done in between things. We had thought we were going to record this last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen. And then we're going to look for an hour. It still didn't happen. So you know what? It's up to me to get this thing edited and published on time.
Let's see if he does it.
And let's see if I can do it without a placeholder. So without further ado, you will notice if you're on our YouTube channel, if not, we'll have to just tell you, there's a box that says Sampl, S-A-M-P-L, right in front of us. Shelley, I am going to let's describe this as we open it. Okay. It's a
box about the size of a shoebox.
Yeah, it really is about the size of a shoebox.
This
Very
is a
undescript.
very cool sort of wine subscription program.
You know,
in a way.
Yeah, because some you don't even know the wineries.
Right.
Okay.
And
this
these
is not
are
one of those.
really good wineries and good wines, and they send you a sample four times a year. And it comes in
a nice little round cylinder, which is very cool. So, without trying to make a mess, you probably want to go to YouTube and watch this because this is pretty cool. You've got this thing. Now, first of all, at the top, you've got that, which...
It's the coaster.
Yes, it is.
However,
you pull that out, and on the back of the coaster, there's this lovely QR code that will bring you to what you are.
Actually, this is the QR code. Oops, on the top.
Did we try that?
Yes, you scan your camera over the coaster.
Okay.
And that's your QR code.
And
it gives you information about all the wines that are in this little package. And there are 7 samples of wines.
I'm going to have to do it this way. So there we go. I'll just step back.
Hold this.
Okay. And look at voila. You pull that thing right off the top.
And they come in cylinders like a chemistry class.
Like a chemistry class. They're 100 milliliters. By the way, the white wines in it. Do we have a rosé?
We have a rosé.
So we have a couple whites and a rosé.
And we had them in the fridge. So
yes, we did.
We just repackaged.
So we repackaged. So I think we're just going to go down the list. The first one is one that we actually know and have been at and have featured. Mm-hmm. Tablas Creek. All of these, by the way, are from Paso Robles.
Yeah, so each kit is from a certain area. And this time, the one we've had this one for a while, is Paso Robles.
Yep.
I think the newest one out is Washington Wines? Or Oregon?
I think it's Oregon. But I do have some notes about some Washington wines because, honestly, these are really good wineries. They're not picking schlub, whatever wineries.
They're not.
So we're going to pull out the first one. It's a Tablas Creek. Look at that.
In a cylinder.
You can pronounce that.
Patelin.
Patelin de Tablas Blanc. 2021. Just screw it off. I'm going to put a little in Shelley's glass and a little in P. Hilly's glass and save a as we move forward to tasting this Grenache Rosé.
We did taste it.
I didn't.
Oh.
So you know what
good.
I've noticed right off the bat?
Mm-hmm.
We took these out of the fridge. Yeah. 10 minutes before we opened it. And because they're in a 100 milliliter little
they're warming up
test tube
quickly.
They come up to room temperature pretty quick. Speaking of temperature, we've had a very nice week, and we're coming into a week of hot temps, like 90 plus, and a couple days pushing 100 degrees here in North Idaho. So, weather has been a thing. In January, it got really cold. Now this is typical for this time of year, though.
Next.
Okay, Shelley, look at you go.
Rushing along. Next, we're going to...
Let's take a break.
Oh, okay. Let's take
a break. And when we come back, we will do our a really fun orange wine. Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays. We are trying to stay on pace because I have to still edit this. I just saw the Gewürztraminer Rosé. That must be the one in the middle. Come on out. Don't be shy. There we are. There it is. Yep. This is an orange Gewürz, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because it says orange Gewürztraminer on the webpage, but I don't see it here. Anyway, Union Sacré is the producer out of Paso.
40 days on the skins. 12.3% alcohol, which is interesting.
Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that color.
It's very cloudy.
Yeah, it is very cloudy. So they don't seem to filter this. Oh my gosh. What a nose, though.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. How fun. No, I'm serious, man. This is really fun. Let's give it a whirl.
Twirl. Give it a twirl.
Hashtag cheersing.
You can taste the Gewürz, but it's different.
It's very different. I actually like it. Now, I also like I also like the bourbon barrel wines for about
3 seconds.
Maybe 2/3 of a glass. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets a little overwhelming. I think that this one I might get tired of semi-quickly, but it's very unique. And again, we're trying to help folks.
Does that really say $8?
It sure does.
2022 orange Gewürztraminer, $8. Interesting. And they have a recipe for...
They're out of stock.
It's not lit up, though.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Maybe they still have it.
They're suggesting spicy Thai green curry with shrimp, zucchini, and jasmine rice. There's a recipe for that. Yep.
If you actually purchase wine, I think there's a purchase limit, a minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Your next sample
is free.
It's free.
Yeah.
And so this is such a great way of virtually guaranteeing you're going to, out of 7 of these wines, I imagine you're going to like at least 3 or 4 of them, probably all 7. But if you buy some wines and they ship them to you, you get another one of these, try some more wines. It doesn't cost you a dime. I love that.
Yeah.
I really do. As we move along. Oh.
Let me just check something.
We are going to, I think it's J Dusi. Yeah. Zinfandel. I guess you should have had this open last night. We opened up a Zinfandel with some. Ooh, you want to say what we had? Those pork ribs.
We had pork ribs that we wrapped around a whole pineapple. You wrap the slab around the pineapple. You put some rub on it first, of course, and then you dunk the pineapple after you take the outside skin off, but you leave the top on. You dunk that in some barbecue sauce of your choice. You can make your own. Then you wrap the ribs around, you skewer them in, wrap some foil around that, and cook them for 3.5 hours at 275. And
it was pretty good.
I liked it. It was really good. We did a spicy rub. That was recommended. We saw this on
Instagram. Of course we did. J Dusi Zinfandel 2021. And I love the first thing it says in the tasting notes, butterscotch. That's interesting.
Butterscotch on a Zinfandel.
Yeah. Toasted creme brulee.
I think we probably should have rinse poured this, but there really was no room to do that.
So we're big fans of rinse pouring when you go from a white to a red.
But especially after that orange wine.
Yep. So we're probably not giving this as good a taste as we should. Mm-hmm. But again, we only have 100 milliliters.
16 months in the barrels, 15.5% alcohol. Creme brulee on the nose and bursts of wild dark berries.
Guess what, Shelley? This is very good.
This is really good.
Guess what else?
We would order it.
Guess what else? The winemaker is J Dusi.
Oh.
Guess what else? I think we're going to try to feature these wines on a future episode.
She is the granddaughter. Her grandfather taught her the old world Italian style of winemaking. That's very cool. And they have been in Paso Robles back to the early 1920s. This is really a really good Zinfandel.
It's about $48 a bottle at the winery. I'm telling you, this is really fantastic. Boy, I could just think of a whole bunch of things this would go with. It's saying smoked barbecue ribs, and that's...
Is it really?
Not even lying.
Oh, wow. Would have been perfect. Well, we picked a Zinfandel, so we were on the right track.
Okay, so now to clarify, that $8 for the last one was probably for the little vial, because this one is $12.
Oh, okay.
So I think you might even be able to
order little vials.
Order the little ones, which is interesting. We're learning about this as we go along. Mm-hmm. We hope to get some Washington samples next. Mm-hmm. Let me just tell you really quick that the Washington wines that they have, Gramercy Cellars, a pick pool.
Oh, nice.
That's in the sample.
That's coming up next time. Not this one.
Well, for us?
No, I mean, it's not in this sample.
No. It is out.
Okay.
Yeah. 7 Hills Sauvignon Blanc.
We've been there. We featured them.
We
loved the Sauvignon Blanc.
Kiona Riesling.
Oh.
We like Kiona.
We do.
Smack Rosé. SMAK. Smack is getting a lot of attention in Washington wines.
Is it like a cult wine? Getting a lot of attention.
I think it's getting a lot of attention. By the way, these are not going to be wines that are produced in huge volumes either. I mean, I don't know if we would call them, boutique wineries, but they're not going to be high production. Yeah. J.B. Neufeld Red Blend. We've had some wines from them. Mm-hmm. Shelley, Bledsoe Family Winery Cabernet Sauvignon.
Ooh.
Our friend Cougar, Drew Bledsoe, and Upchurch Vineyard Merlot. Those are the ones that are in the Washington sample.
And you can still get those.
Yes.
We have a link.
It's in the show notes.
Yes, it is. It's an affiliate link, but
we
have to disclose that.
Yeah. We do.
Okay.
We'll take another break. When we come back, we're going to finish this thing up. We've got 3 to go. Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays with Shelley and Phil, actually recording on Friday, July 5th. Hope you had a great 4th of July yesterday. The weather here in North Idaho is really very good. If you're at the parade, Shelley and the Divas, they did really well. By the way, our friend Carolyn made the paper.
Oh, she did?
Yes.
I thought you. I didn't know that.
Yep. She made the paper,
the
Statue of Liberty. Yep.
Oh, we'll have to go get the paper.
Yes. Or just see it online.
We need
the paper. Physical copy. The next one we have is High on the Hog Red Blend, McPrice Meyers. Let's see where this one is. High on the Hog right here. This is kind of fun. In a sense, it's kind of like wine roulette.
But not in a dangerous way.
No.
Thank you.
So I'm getting better at having really good pours. And we still have quite a bit. You can see how much we have left. And that's what we're drinking. Not that you can read it, but you'll see it right there in the little note. So High on the Hog Red Blend by McPrice Meyers, 18 months in the barrel. Comes in as a very aggressive 15.2% alcohol by volume.
Well, the other one was 15.5. So
really?
Zinfandels usually are higher in alcohol.
Man, this has got a great nose.
Red Blend, okay.
Okay, this is right up my alley.
Yeah.
It says cherries and strawberries. I don't think it's that bright. I think it's got a little bit more darker fruit, but it says sweet spice. I endorse that 100%. Plum tart, fresh herbs. Yeah, all of that.
And where do we click to find the
winemaker notes?
Well, the
price?
Constitution of the wine.
The constitution of the wine.
What is it made up of?
25%
Zinfandel. Winemaking notes.
Yeah. 20% Syrah, 25% Grenache. I'm going to take a breath. Okay, we're coming back. 14% Petit Syrah, 12% Merlot.
A lot.
I'm going to take one more breath. 2% Cabernet Sauvignon, and 2% Mourvedre. Aged 18 months in French oak, puncheons and barriques. Yeah. And I'm guessing this is probably going to be $50, $60. It's showing me, let's see, High on the Hog. Where are you?
5 bottles.
Estate Cuvée, La Syrah, The Brightest Star. Well, look at that. This must be going so well.
There's none left.
There's 0 left.
Oh no.
But that doesn't mean they don't have. This is a 2021, I believe, but yeah, I'm not seeing any hard on the High on the Hog here in the notes. But I was seeing a lot of their wines are $60, $70. So I'm guessing it would be somewhere in that price range. Which again, we're talking Paso Robles wines. That's very reasonable. We have 2 left.
And the winemaker's first name is McPrice.
Oh, there you go.
And his last name is Meyers, so he is called Mac. Well,
that's the name of the winery is McPrice Meyers.
Right, and he's the winemaker.
I like it. We have wine number 6, Adelaida. We never made it to Adelaida,
but
we
went
have
by.
now. We have now. This is the Keeper red wine. Oh, sorry. This is the 2020 Keeper red wine. Red blend from Adelaida. Adelaida is very renowned in Paso Robles.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
it has its own district.
Yeah, it does. We wanted to visit and have them on featured, but didn't quite happen. Next time.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Now, so these are two different red blends
Mm-hmm.
back to back. Let's see what we got in this one, shall we?
15.3% and
43% Syrah, 25 Grenache, 12, you French speaking
Counois.
12% Petit Syrah, 8% Movedro, grown at 1,400 to 2,050 feet elevation, aged in neutral oak for 18 months. It's in neutral oak. That's interesting. Okay. That's actually a long time for neutral oak.
Mm-hmm.
Starts out neutral, ends up neutral.
Why bother putting it in there?
Almost. It does give it a depth, but it doesn't have it won't overpower some of the notes in the wine.
So Paso Robles is known for their concentration on Rhone varietals, right?
Yep, the newer trend, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This has got this interesting. This is a 2020. I'm actually smelling a little age on it.
Yeah. It's nice though. Get some, what kind of berries?
Well,
I get a dark cherry.
very dark. Yeah, almost a
Very ripe.
raisiny.
Yeah, almost a little raisiny, yep.
Yep. I don't often get that, right? Wild mushroom
And plums,
risotto.
definitely plums. Almost like stewed plums.
Yeah, it's like I said, there's a little of that aging on it, which only 4 years old, but it's interesting. This whole model is very intriguing to me, that because this is not an inexpensive way to bottle and send wine.
No.
But they're hoping that it's a push anyway, because I think this is about $65 to get one of these.
It's around there. I was thinking 68. I wonder if it depends on where they're coming from.
Could be. What I worked out, it ends up being about $18 a glass, which is right about what you're paying,
In the
give or
store,
take, in a
or
restaurant.
Mhm.
You know, for a decent glass of wine, you're going to be between $15 and $25. And this is turning out to be $18 a glass, because it's half glass. You're paying just under $10 a piece. The last one we're going to have is the Avenales Ranch.
Avenales, yes.
Yeah, 2018. We're even going
Summer
over.
savings. Get $20 off your first subscription order today. Use code SUMMER in all caps.
Should be using code Wine Time Fridays. A 2018 Petite Syrah.
So,
Not one of Shelley's favorite grapes. Or is it Petit Verdot?
Petit Verdot.
Okay.
So, the summer 2024 release is Washington, and you can, if you subscribe to more, you get $55. At one time is $65. Or you can order it $8 per glass. I see. So you get 7 glasses of premium wine, $8 per glass. New taste wines every quarter. And they call these capsules. They come in capsules.
That's a good name for them. 100 milliliter capsules.
Capsules, yes.
This is our last one we're tasting. Petite Syrah.
Avenales Ranch.
Is that just a smaller Syrah grape?
No.
It's a completely different grape.
But it is a small grape.
Yeah, it is a small grape. It's got really
it's petite.
Yeah, it's got tough skins.
Mm.
Tannins, I think, are a little higher. Look at your phone.
You poured. Now I should take a picture of that. Here, take a picture of that.
This will be going on. This is real time, and you can.
There's a sample on my sample.
There's a sample of sample on our sample. Or never mind.
Never mind.
So this, I already took it away. Oh, there we go. I wonder if it's 100%. Let's see. Winemaker notes. It just says cold soak fermentation for 12 days, aged for 24 months in new Hungarian oak barrels.
New Hungarian.
Yep. And so 14% alcohol. I'm guessing it's 100% Petite Sirah. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Petite Sirah is more of a blending grape, but
Well, did you check to see if it is?
100%?
Mm-hmm.
I looked at the winemaker's notes.
Oh, okay.
And I saw nothing.
All right.
We're going to take one last break. When we come back, we're going to actually wrap it up with the wine word of the week and actually wine words of the week and among other things. Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays, episode 220 on this July 5, 2024. How we are moving through this year so fast. We have the social web wine words of the week, Shelley. Learning with Wine Time Fridays. What do we have as the wine words of the week?
Pump over.
I'm really glad I chose this as our wine words because we hear about pump over all the time. I was a little unclear exactly what it did, what it was all about. Did you know?
I did not know exactly. No.
Okay, so we're learning along with us.
We are learning along with us.
In the wine world, a pump over is a winemaking technique used during fermentation that involves pumping the juice from the bottom of the tank over the cap of grape skins that are forming at the top of the tank because they'll float up there. So, I mean, everything can get trapped. And you want to get that, continue moving the juice, I'm guessing, yeah? So
add some more flavors.
Sometimes they have to do that by hand. That's a lot of work. So anyway, there's that. Some of the wines we enjoyed this week. You want to mention those?
2017 Drink Washington State Carmenere.
Oh, yum.
Yum, yum. Drink Washington State Pinot Noir.
Yes.
Brown Family Vineyards Grenache Rosé. 2018 Rocket Man Red. And a Bodegas Diez Bayo. 8 Meses Barrica. 8 months in the barrel. That's an odd name for a wine. That's the name of the wine, yeah. And a 2023 Reader Chardonnay, which we always love.
Always love. Great price point, $20. Fantastic wines. By the way, 3 of these wines that we enjoyed are from the Eternal Wine family. Brad Minko, killing it over there. We are going to have Brad on some point in August. We haven't had the
next Washington
Wine Month number 2. So right now we are right in the middle of International Sparkling Wine Week. It's the first week of July. On July 12th, International Cava Day. The 25th is Wine and Cheese Day. Yay. And International Shiraz Day, also the 25th. We also have Dan Petrosky with Massican Wine in the near future. And by that, I mean 2 weeks from today, he will be on with us. And literally 2 weeks from today. We didn't have to even try to confuse ourselves with dates on the notes or anything.
We did not.
Next week, we're going to talk about some wine myths and etiquette.
I thought we already talked about etiquette.
Well, we talked about do's and don'ts of tasting rooms.
Okay.
This will be a little bit more
etiquette-ish.
Etiquette-ish.
Okay.
Thank you again to today's sponsors, CDA Gourmet, 3D Kitchens by Design, Eternal Wine. By the way, we are going to have Rich and Jen from 3D Kitchens by Design soon. And we actually have, we just found out today, we're probably going to be featuring some New York wines coming, not sure when, from Finger Lakes region. And Chris and Heidi Cochran, they were our number 2 guests on Wine Time Fridays way back in the day. They were really pissed because Lindsay and Brian were the first ones.
They were.
Yeah. Well,
no, they weren't.
Yeah, Lindsay.
First
guests were Lindsay and Brian.
Episode. Okay.
No. With a little bit of knowledge, wine becomes a lot less overwhelming. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend. Enjoy wine. Enjoy the weather. And we'll see you next week as we go another round with Wine Time Fridays.
Bye. Turn it off. Stop recording. What? I have to drink this? Oh. Sorry.
Thank you for spending part of your day to wind down with Shelley and Phil. Remember, you can listen to any episode of the Wine Time Fridays podcast by visiting winetimefridays.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And join us on our Wine Time Fridays Facebook page, Instagram, or on Twitter, which is @VintageTweets, for daily conversation. Until next week, here's our toast to you. To health, wealth, abundance, gratitude, peace on earth, and of course, romance.